since early February, prices have continued to go up from below 10,000 to eventually reaching 11,000 rupiah per kilogram.
Many tempe makers in Jakarta metropolitan area are organizing a 3-day strike starting from February the 21st to the 23rd. Though they remain hopeful, the government could take action to address the issue. Now let's have some follow-up information following the skyrocketing soybean prices in Jakarta over the past few days. Tempeh and tofu producers are going on a strike since they are unable to meet demands. So we want to know more. Have you got more information, Rory?
Yes, we do, and consumers are now having difficulties finding these commodities on the market. Can you imagine that tempeh is arguably from Indonesia, and we are finding it difficult to find soybean in the market. And for more on the information, though, we have our own reporter, Rebecca Napitupulu, with us. Rebecca, can you explain to us how long will the strike last?
Yes, Rory. Tempeh and tofu makers around Jakarta are organizing strikes from February 21st to February 23rd due to the rise of soybean price. Originally valued at 9,000 rupiah per kilogram, now the price of soybean has jumped to 11,200 up to 12,500 rupiah per kilogram. This includes in Batu Ampar Kramajati district in East Jakarta, where the tempeh and tofu makers could not fulfill the production target due to the high price of soybean. The price of soybean has risen up to 1,130,000 for 100 kilograms from 1 million rupiah for 100 kilograms. So this is a pretty big increase in the soybean price. This also affects the Palmerah Market, Matraman District, East Jakarta, and Rawasari Market, Cempaka Putih District, Central Jakarta, where all the tempeh and tofu sellers are closing their stalls for the next 3 days. And of course, this resulted in the scarcity of tempeh and tofu in the market, where people could not easily find the products. And of course, complaints have been going around about this. Earlier today, I went to a market nearby my house looking for tempeh and tofu, and sadly, I could not find one. It has been out of stock since 3 days ago, and the sellers told me that they don't know when they will have a brand new products of tempeh and tofu in the market. Back to the studio.
Right, Becca, this is very interesting. I heard that, as what you said, it would go up until at least May 2022. But what are actually the factors behind the price hike? Is that true that it's because of the supplier in Brazil, had trouble in supplying because it consists of 7% of the global supply? Or is there any other factors that causing the hike of price of tempeh?
That is actually right, Alia. Earlier this month, the Trade Ministry has informed that the price of fermented soybean products, especially tofu and tempeh, will increase in Indonesia due to soaring international soybean prices. The global soybean supply is currently disrupted because of a decline in soybean production in Brazil, which was originally predicted to produce 170 million tons in January, but has fallen to only 125 million tons. Another cause for the price rise has been the inflation in the United States, which has reached 7%. In addition, labor reductions, increases in land rental costs, and weather-related, such as the El Niño climate phenomenon in Argentina and South America as the main soybean producers, have also pushed soybean farmers in the United States to raise their prices. It is estimated that the prices will continue to increase until May 2022, but there will be a decline in prices predicted in July at the importer level. Because this is very important to know as well, at least 80% of Indonesia's soybean needs are currently supplied from abroad, from Brazil and Argentina, like what I mentioned before, since domestic production is not sufficient. However, the Indonesian government will maintain the availability of soybeans and estimate that there will be sufficient soybeans to meet the domestic demand for the next 2 months.
Rebecca,
Very much.
Thank you so much for the report.